On one morning, I think it was February 7th, I read the Toronto Star every day. I have a cup of tea in the morning and I read the Toronto Star. And on that day, John Honderich, I'd been following his career for quite some time. He and his family had run the Toronto Star forever. He retired and his picture was on the front page. So I read the stories and I thought, I have this book that my wife had been giving me, these sketchbooks, they've been giving me quite some time. I had been sketching in them. I'd been doing doodles on how to do some of my iceberg sculptures, of which I have some here in the show. But on that particular day, for some reason, I thought, I'm going to do a portrait of Mr. Honderich. So I did. And the next day, I thought, that was interesting yesterday. It was fun to have your tea and between sips of tea, put down a few lines of a portrait. Now, I'd been thinking of getting back into portraiture. I'd spent quite a bit of time at the Arts and Letters Club running the third floor sessions, and quite a few of the paintings in the show here up at the Aurora Town Centre, figurative work and portraiture. And I'd been away from it for about 5 or 6 years, and I wanted to get back into it again. It had been at the back of my mind. And I think the universe sent Mr. Honderich to light that fire, or to rekindle that fire that was always simmering in this chest. So the next morning, I took my pencil box out again, and I started a second portrait. The third day, another portrait. And the book is here. I've called it the Book of Faces. And I'll step you through some of the images. Starting from let me read this line for you. This is a line that was adopted by the Group of Seven. It was originally written by Pliny the Elder. Nulla dies sine linea, not a day without a line. And I put that there because not a day should go by without my putting down a line in the form of a portrait. This is Mr. Honderich. And the interesting thing about this book is, having been working on it now for, I'm actually into the late 80s in a number of pieces I've been working on. It's no longer a daily study and recapturing of what has been on the pages of the Toronto Star. It was a process of helping me to get better at what I'm doing, what I would like to do. If you study these drawings, you'll see that the artist has gotten better because he is forcing himself to focus on what is important as he's drawing. So each of these images you see here is taken from the page of the Toronto Star, and the caption along the edge of the spine of the book, there's only one that is not on the spine, is a recap of the reason why these people are in the Book of Faces. And yes, this is a face. It's from Turning Red. A young lady in Toronto did a cartoon which has made it quite big. And I'm getting close to the most recent one, which is quite an interesting piece. This is just being started. I'll finish it when I go back home. There's always a little bit of a story behind each one of these, and I'm hoping to capture some of that in the little caption that's on the spine of the book.